Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I think you're seeing this on Wednesday. So I am filming by myself. Vicky has other responsibilities she's taking care of right now. So I hope the camera angles and stuff work out well for us. I've got both of them laid out now. This was the original one. I think this was the second one I did. I don't know. But they're both basically the same. As you can see, I've rounded the corners and I just used my belt sander to do that. I've done that before on camera. I'll put across the screen here, I'll put the videos where you can go watch how I did that if you want to know. And because I really want to save as much of this video carving as I can. So I have kind of shored up some of my lines. This is definitely the second one that I laid out. I like the way it came out a little bit better. I went back to the freezer paper and had a little bit better transfer with the freezer paper, at least for the layout that I did. The label stock backer definitely works, but I have a little bit better results with the freezer paper. But then I also sanded this down smooth. Remember guys, when you're doing the freezer paper transfer, you definitely want to have your board as smooth as you can get, and I did sand this smoother, so that may account for a better layout as well. But this layout is a little bit better. But I'm only going to carve one on camera, but I'm going to try and get as much carving in there as I can. So I'm going to set up and come back, and we will jump right into the carving. That bottom line, the bottom line here, I don't know if that's on camera, whether you can see that or not. This bottom line here, when we come back, there's some really thin lines there. I'm actually going to use a carving liner for that. But anyway, we'll be right back and get into it. All right, guys, here we go. So my wife is back behind the camera. Thank you.
For a minute, yeah.
For a minute. I've got the carving liner bit in. I'm not sure exactly how deep I'm going to have to go, but I think that I'm going to do all of these letters with the carving liner. I'm using my my Bauer router. I really want to give it a test and see how it does. So I'm going to go ahead and carve all of these small letters. I don't know why I'm reaching for that. It's cold out here today. It's like, well, cold for us is below 50. So it's cold for us. So I'm kind of bundled up. Anyway, let's get to carving on this thing and see what we can do and see how this little Bauer holds up for us. Oh, as always, I've got my layout nearby, so in case there's any questions on what lines are where, but I don't think there'll be too much on these little letters. So here we go. Well, change of plans, guys. That doesn't cut too bad, but now that I really look at these lines closer with my cheaters on, I can carve those with the profile bit. So we'll be right back. I'm going to switch this out for the profile bit. All right, so I've got the profile bit. I went ahead, I still want to keep using this Bauer. I've got the profile bit in. I'm a little over an 1/8, not quite to 3/16. Let's see if, I don't know if that's going to be the right depth or not, but let's check it out. guys. Well, I think that is enough of those small letters. The profile bit actually works out much better than that carving liner would have. So anyway, I'm going to finish up these few letters off camera, and then when we come back, I'll get started on the bigger letters. We'll be right back. All right, guys, let's move on with this thing. So I've got the profile bit in. I put in my fat profile bit, which anybody that's been watching for a while, this is one that's been ground, I don't know, 15, 20 times. So the more I grind it, the kind of wider it cuts. But this is a situation where that will work out well. So I'm going to cut this logo first. We're going to get that done, and then we'll move on. So I've got it set at probably about 3/16, something like that. I think that should be about right. First thing I'm going to do is get all these little dots and stuff where see-through parts of the tree. I'm going to get those done first. Here we go. Okay, guys, I gotta stop here. I don't know if you can see that. That is about 3 seconds of carving. This happens to be evidently our static electricity season. Let me say that again, our static electricity season. So as much as I wipe that thing off, it just keeps loading up with sawdust. So what I'm going to do, yeah, well, you can see it there. It just keeps Anyway, so what I'm going to do, in case you're some of you that haven't seen this before, I'm going to go get my dryer sheets, my anti-static dryer sheets, and you can see, look at the way that picks that sawdust up. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go get my dryer sheets, and I'm going to lightly rub on those lenses, and that will help my static electricity problem. So, have to stop and do this because it's driving me nuts. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's what I do. I normally keep a dryer sheet. This is just a generic anti-static dryer sheet. I keep it generally in a Ziploc bag. This is actually a new one I hadn't used before. So all I do is just lightly rub that on there, and that really seems to do the trick. If I put it on there too much, then I end up with like a coating that I can't really see through really well. But I think that should hopefully do it. Now we'll start carving again. As soon as I get this set up, we'll start carving again and see if it actually works. It always did before, so let's hope it does this time. But when you're trying to wipe your lenses off every 2.5 seconds, it gets kind of irritating, so to speak. Let alone that the static actually does the same things kind of to the eyebrows. So let's try this again, see what happens here. Here we go. Yep, that made a huge difference. There's still some sawdust on my lenses, but not near what it was doing before, so that's good. So what I wanted to talk about here is you can see, if you really go back and watch, I didn't follow that line exactly because obviously this is a free form type of piece of artwork, so it's not as critical. Now when I go back and I do this 3/4 circle with the legs on them, and obviously when I'm doing letters, I got to be much more careful, and I got to be more right on the line. And so really I should have done that first, going by my rule of always doing the most difficult first. But I wanted to get this done, just to be sure that I carved it the right way, because sometimes it's easy to get a carving like this mixed up, inset, outset, that kind of thing. So I wanted to get that out of the way. This is all going to be inset as well. So everything pretty much is inset here. Anyway, so we will set up and be right back. All right, guys, so that is the artwork there. Now I gotta move the board over, move the camera, because I'm doing some of this filming by myself. Move it over and do these big letters. Be right back. Hey folks, all right, so we had a little bit of a mishap. I actually carved the 4 first letters on here. I thought I was filming, but evidently it wasn't filming, or maybe the battery went bad or something. But anyway, it appears we didn't get it on film. So I'm going to cut some more of these letters here, these large letters, although you see me cut a lot already. We're running way long on this video. But let's cut some of these large letters and show you how I go about that and see how it goes. Okay, folks. That is, we are running way long, like I said. That is about all I'm going to do on this video. When we come back on the next video, which I think will be Monday for you guys, I'll finish all these up off camera. Then I'll come back on Monday. We'll finish up all of the background, the inset stuff that's left in here and in the big part of the logo, and I'm hopefully, with any luck at all, we'll get this thing all wrapped up on the next video. So that's it, guys. I hope you are all safe and healthy and doing the social distancing thing. We are out here, but that's kind of our normal thing. So we love you all. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We'd love it. And click that little bell icon so you get notified when we do 4 videos new every week. If you have any questions, email me directly, eric@makerwoodsign.com. If you need any router bits or supplies or anything, there's the website. And we will see you on the next one. Stay safe and healthy, everybody. We love you. We'll see you later. Bye.